What up? T-Bob here.
And Jake as well.
And look at you. You done stumbled upon little OTB Saints, where we bring you all the latest black and gold coverage.
Who are the Saints going to draft? Who's going to be their quarterback? What does the salary cap look like? All that information and more.
Hope you enjoy it. Like, subscribe. It's time for some spread lines. Dev, what's up, brother?
Yo, what's up? How we doing?
Not the Saints.
Yeah. Nothing's awful about the Saints, bro.
No.
Six
I never had ED. And then I watched the game yesterday, and now I set up a consultation with Goodwood because my wife tried to have sex with me last night, and I couldn't. Like, straight up.
I cannot imagine. Dude.
I know.
Dude, that's a no 10 out of 10 times for me after something like that, bro. I just got to be honest.
What
are you talking about? I loved it yesterday.
I tried to get it up, and I just thought about Dennis Allen and that like slide whistle that you hear in the on the Goodwood commercial. That was me, basically.
Yeah. I mean, 6 straight losses at anything. You know, we could put this in a grand spectrum. 6 straight losses at putting the trash out to the curb. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You're gonna have some consequences. If you can't get the trash can out to the curb 6 weeks in a row, well, the neighborhood's not going to want you there no more.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? The
yeah.
neighborhood smells like fish sticks from 6 weeks ago, man.
Yep.
You got to go.
Yeah, your wife's going to throw hands with you, too, if you don't do that.
Or your husband, your nagging husband that won't shut up about taking the trash out.
Yeah, that too.
This team they just short on talent, bro. It's like, you know, when you go to the gas station, they out of cigarettes and Little Debbie's. Like, that's how short they are on talent. You know, just really short.
They're like when you go to the gas station and just every pump has that yellow out of service bag around it.
Yeah.
You're like, damn it, like, come on.
You made a special turn.
Yeah,
you got off
because
the
like
interstate
you really
'cause
need
you
gas. You're about to run out, and you're like, okay, well now I'm screwed. Now I'm gonna be stranded in the middle of nowhere, and there's Dennis Allen behind the counter.
No, Mickey Loomis chewing gum.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, you need gas, huh? All out.
Bro, it's Mickey Loomis. Dude, if you don't like the visual of him behind the gas station, that just makes sense.
I Dev, is it at all? I guess the one thing that I do find to be kind of exciting is it's getting to the point now where, I mean, look beyond the results holds no water, you know? And so, like, they're definitely going to have to make a switch there. And now we get to do that kind of thing where you get to get excited about maybe quarterbacks. Like, are you already looking at, like, Shadur Sanders a little bit differently now?
I like Shadur Sanders because I also like what Shadur Sanders could bring as far as coaching.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, bring Prime with him, dude.
Hey, dude, if there's one thing that's why honestly, bro, like, I respect Brian Kelly. I got to be honest because, dude, it don't matter who you are, whether you the kicker, you hold in the kick, you're on defense, offense, whatever. You make a mistake, as soon as you come to the sideline, I don't care where you go on the bench, you go to the far right side, the far left side, whatever, Brian Kelly going to find you, and he going to get in you.
Yeah.
And that's a coach. You know what I'm saying? Win, lose, or draw. That's a coach. You understand? Bro, he won't even spin his arm to tell the team to speed up when there's 7 minutes left in the fourth quarter and you're down by 11. He won't even spin his arm to like, hey, man, speed it up, guys. Like, we're not up by 11. You know, he says nothing. He looks at whatever it is. I don't know what he's looking at when he looks down. Looks like he's looking at a Waffle House menu. I'm not sure. But this dude looks down, and it's like, bro, say something. You know what I'm saying? Put a spark in the team or try to.
You know what, though? Like, this has to be it. And I know this is painful, but to go through it right now, like, maybe the only positive can be, like, they'll finally hit reset, and they'll finally bring in new people. There's just, like, you never see, Dev, in the NFL, people be around, a team this long. You don't see it. It just
the
doesn't
Steelers
happen.
are the only example. And I know from talking to Jeff Duncan and other people that have covered this team for decades, the Saints think of themselves like that, which is crazy because the results haven't been anywhere close.
Like even the Patriots,
to what Pittsburgh does,
have cleaned house, and they didn't wait that long. Right. And so, like, it's painful right now, but surely they have to be able to say, okay, look, we've tried to piece this thing together with duct tape and super glue over the last couple of years, hold on to something that wasn't there, and maybe they can finally hit reset, draft a quarterback in the first round for the first time in 50-plus years or whatever that crazy stat is. Like, surely it has to be now.
Yeah, I think it's going to require, like, you can't go after like an offensive coordinator that's doing really good and bring him in. Like, that can't be what it is. It has to be somebody that's got a lot of skins on the wall, that as soon as they make a call to hire an offensive coordinator, a defensive, whatever it is going to be, like, then people pick up the phone and they coming down to New Orleans. Like, it has to be somebody that has respect in the league, man. Like, and I don't know who it's going to be, but it can't be like this, this standoffish type vibe ever again, bro.
I don't know who it's going to be, but I feel like looking at like a Dan Quinn, if you want to look at the ideal of like what could potentially happen, here you hire Quinn, a guy who had some success as a head coach the first time around, who maybe is getting a second opportunity, but then he hires Cliff Kingsbury, to your point, Deb, right? Goes out, gets a very good coordinator, and then you hit on your quarterback that you drafted, which that's a run of lucky things that probably, you can't just look to recreate, but like, look how quickly that changed the fortunes in Washington.
Yeah, no, it happens. I mean, other teams have done it before. And that's a great example, Washington. I mean, dude, just the energy that team plays with when you're watching, you could feel it through the TV, and there's other teams that are like that, but the Saints have none. The Saints have no energy. Like y'all said earlier, they just showing up for the check, bro. They got to be there, The
team is spiraled. Like, the team's completely just falling apart now. Like, I agree with you. No, they're not all it's they just know they're bad. They just know they're bad. And they're trying to play because they're professionals and you have to, but it's just tough when you have no real belief that it's going to work out. Maybe you don't have really any belief in your leaders either. And then you're down to playing like rookie quarterbacks, basically, which is just never a recipe for success in the NFL.
And every way you look, you get a stinky outcome. So you get a stinky outcome the last 6 weeks, right? And then they're like, okay, well, first of all, Dennis Allen, so that stinks. Okay, and then they're like, oh, well, you know what? Derek Carr's going to come back, and he's going to play the Panthers. So here's your other stinky outcome, and you know what's going to happen. He's going to beat the Panthers, probably grab his balls, and then and we're going to feel like we might be about to go on a road. No, this stinks.
There ain't no run. Yeah, there ain't no run coming, dude.
And look, and I respect like all of Saints media. I think they're one of the teams that has like some of the best media personalities that cover them. But like, I saw some even like, well, you know what? The percentages of making the playoffs after you start 2-6, I'm like, y'all, no, move on from that. Like, don't waste your time.
Playoffs?
Yes,
playoffs.
They're like,
hire Jim Mora.
They listed like 3 teams that had done it. I'm like, guys, this ain't it.
I would make Jim Mora interim head coach. I'd fire Dennis Allen today and make Jim Mora interim head coach.
I'll take Jim Mora Jr. at this point from UConn. I mean, right? I mean,
he was pretty good back in the day. He had some success over there in Atlanta.
Falcons, and who else? Seattle, maybe?
I don't know. I just remember his time with the Falcons. He used to hit the smelling salts before the game. That's when Jim Mora Sr. came out and called Mike Vick a coach killer, taking up for his son.
I mean, bro, anything, bro. This team scored a safety and 2 field goals, brother. Like,
and then of course, Groupie misses the next one. It's just like.
Well, I mean, honestly, I got to cut him some slack. I mean, dude's only 95 pounds. He kicks so many field goals.
Yeah.
His leg probably weighs 4 pounds. His little leg is probably busted up at this point. So, yeah, no, I got to cut him some slack. This is the first team I've ever really seen that every game, every 60 minutes, they go out there, man, let's get in field goal range. And if you listen to Dennis Allen's press conferences, he even talks about it. He's like, yeah, man, it's it's 3rd and 11. I guess and you're on the 30. You want to try to get into field goal range. No, how about you do something spectacular?
With who? I don't know. I mean, well, how do we feel about the Kamara contract though? Because I'm happy. If nothing else, like I don't know what it means in terms of wins and losses, but that man's a Saint through and through. He puts it on for the team in the city every week. He's dealt with this awful Dennis Allen era. I'm excited to see AK locked up for another couple years.
Yeah, no, and he deserves it. I mean, look at yesterday. He gets the ball thrown to him, and it's literally under a half a second. He gets absolutely smoked. So, yeah, if anybody deserves it, it's Alvin Kamara. I mean, he's got to fall to the ground because every ball he gets thrown to him, dude, the guy is ready to lay him out. You know, just nothing but Oshner balls, bro.
Nothing but Oshner balls. Dev, where are we going for RB&R Day today?
I don't know. I'm going to go to this little haunted house. It's on, I forget what street. It's the one that you always see on the internet in New Orleans. They got all the haunted, I don't know, it's like 1,000 different play on words in the front yard.
That Taylor Swift one?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. So I'll probably go mess with that and then go somewhere in the city after. But, yeah, bro, the fan base at this point is just fed up. You know, I had a 14-year-old call me last night on the show. He's cussing.
I mean, how could you do anything but cuss if you watch the Saints team? It's like I said. It's an exercise in torture. It's really real sicko stuff. All right, Deb. Hey, hcmsports.com/shop. Get all the merch. The merch is still badass, if nothing else. You know.
Yeah, man.
So go ahead and take advantage. Sub to the YouTube channel. Go hang out in spread quarters after the game. It's the place to be.
All right, boys. Appreciate it. Y'all take care.
Wow. Just amazing black and gold takes right there, Jake.
I don't think I've ever heard any takes that are better than the two guys that just gave you that take.
And you can keep getting them by going ahead and liking, subscribing, ringing the bell to get notifications when we post. Have a great day. We'll see you on the next OTB Saints.